Previously on Plotty Time.
Or babysitter.
Sounds like she abandoned it.
What if the baby was stillborn? I bet you feel real bad then.
Well, then what the hell did she miss it for like crazy?
Is that a rhetorical question?
They're coming in like, hey, you're that one-hit wonder who had long shot.
I fail this no matter what. I think it's part of the narrative. But eventually you fail, and you get really sad. Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail, unnecessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
Now you see that evil will always triumph because good is dumb.
And on the other side of the table, Dr. Syintist.
I'll tell you what, it doesn't unbang your mom.
And my name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, I'm a Catholic whore, currently enjoying Congress out of wedlock with my black Jewish boyfriend who works at a military abortion clinic, so hail Satan, and have a lovely afternoon, man. Welcome to Plotty Time. So we have one thing for the crevice, one little minor detail that I'm sure wasn't me. When I was talking about 2K games, 2K is the name of the game company, and they are obviously different from EA. This is when we were talking about NBA 2K possibly being $70.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And 2K Marin I thought was the name of the company. That was actually the studio that did BioShock 2 and XCOM before it closed in 2013. 2K is the name of the parent game company. And also, the other question we had, they absolutely have microtransactions in NBA 2K games for their My Team packs.
Just like FIFA. I knew it.
And Chell.
Exactly. Yeah, all of them. Yeah. Just they're making too much money to not do it anymore. Even though it's clearly gambling, right? Like that's gambling.
Yeah, just like
it's a game of skill.
Like buying magic cards is gambling too, but
exactly. Or LOL dolls for the kids out there. If you know what an LOL doll is, you should not be listening to this.
You obviously know. You don't have kids.
Niece and nephew, man.
There you go.
Oh, that's just a cop out.
I know, and I'm taking it. So, let's get to our favorite time of every week, which is when we find out what Dr. Syintist has been doing all this week. What have you been watching, doing? What's going on there?
Well, I didn't turn my PlayStation on at all this week.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So you've been playing your Switch?
I do not own a Switch.
Your Game Boy Advance?
Nope. Game Boy Advance phone, or my Game Boy Advance charger is missing because someone borrowed it and never gave it back with the excuse that I lost it.
Mm-hmm. That's not an excuse. That's a fact.
Well, yes, he did lose it. But I did watch a bunch of stuff because I didn't feel like playing anything.
Oh.
And I found this website that picks random movies for you to watch, so I just watched a couple of those.
Nice. How'd it go?
Well, first off, I watched Wet Hot American Summer the first day of camp again.
Okay.
And I forgot how good the fight between Chris Maloney and John Hamm is.
I don't even remember it.
There was a lot of parts I forgot were even in it.
Interesting.
And then I watched Deep Rising, the movie with Famke Janssen, and they're on like a luxury yacht type liner cruise.
Is that the one where it's haunted and they blast out of it on like a jet ski?
It's not haunted, but they do blast out of it on a jet ski.
Okay,
it's like giant tentacle monsters.
Oh, gotcha. I don't remember much about it clearly, except
but you remember the jet ski.
On a jet ski.
Yes, that was the cool part.
It probably was the best part.
How did that happen?
And I watched a terrible movie called Assimilate.
I don't think that's terrible.
Did you see it?
It sounds familiar.
It's about like bugs come down in like a town, and they kind of just start turning the people into.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
I only paid attention to half of it. It was bad.
I think I've seen it.
I saw Marjorie Prime.
The fuck is that?
It was actually a pretty good one. It was it has John Hamm, Gina Davis, another guy I know but I can't think of his name. But it's like Gina Davis and her husband, whoever he is, are taking care of their mother, and there's like holograms that you can get of like loved ones, so it helps you try and cope with the loss of them. And it's like her mom talking to her dead father. And John Hamm plays the dead father.
This sounds very familiar.
It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It was a nice sci-fi change.
Nice.
Okay.
I also saw an animated one called Motherfuckers or MFKZ.
I wanted to watch that, but
It was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
I mean, the animation looked pretty neat.
Yeah. It's definitely a slaptastic movie.
Okay, I was going to say if you could contribute anything to slap culture while you were going through these
But
movies.
this is good slap culture. It's not bad slap culture.
It's all.
And, of course, there's another movie I watched twice. The brand new Psych movie.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I forgot to watch that.
I was definitely going to ask you if you saw Lassie Come Home yet.
Yeah, twice.
It's good.
Nice.
I'm going to have to probably watch it again tonight.
Just to remember how awesome it was.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's not as good as the first Psych movie, but it's still Psych stuff. And new Psych can never hurt.
All right. Awesome. So that gives a thumbs up from
Yes.
Dr. Syintist.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, so what did you do, Poppascotch? Did you play anything? Did you watch anything? Did you jerk anything off?
Thanks for asking about the jerk off part. No, I played a little bit more of the Division 2. Not thrilled about it.
You've been playing it for 2 years now.
Yeah, I know.
He hates.
But now they have new weekly stuff to do, guys.
Oh, sweet. Like bounties
and
shit?
suspenders.
Bounties and then manhunt missions where I have to go and do a bunch of stuff to like lure out a dude. Then I have to go kill that dude.
Is it a player control dude or?
No, it's a computer dude.
Oh, okay.
And then I work towards getting the big dude, which is hard to kill. But anyway, then I get shit. I get loot, son. But other than that, I did play. Yeah, I was looking for an exotic weapon so I could break that down, then use the exotic weapon parts to upgrade my Chatterbox submachine gun. And then the next exotic drop I got was the upgraded Chatterbox submachine gun. So I'm like, well, that saved me a lot of time. Sweet. So that was pretty great.
Coming up, Poppascotch.
Right? Everybody, hey, listeners out there, tell us about your Chatterbox. Tell us all about it. Don't be gross.
Why not?
So, well, I didn't really. That's pretty much. I did play another game, but I talk about it in the minisode. I don't want to, I don't want to spoil anything here.
Oh,
won't the
okay.
minisode come out before this?
Try to think of a name for the people who listen to the minisodes. Minisodiacs.
Minnesota.
Minnesotafans. I don't know. Nothing's
Minnesota
locked in yet,
Files.
right? Minnesota Files. Perfect. So, I believe this is something that got on the slap radar a little bit ago. I think you talked about it.
Oh.
The found footage horror film Grave Encounters, where it's like a fake ghost show. Yeah, I actually watched. I watched the two of them, and I liked the first one. I thought it was good.
Right? Told you.
And then the second one I didn't like nearly as much.
No, it was dumb.
Oh, there's two?
There's two of them, yes. The second one had Riley from Letterkenny in it too, but he couldn't save it. Damn shame. But other than that, pretty much just some random TV here or there. So nothing good for me. I'm light this week. I got nothing.
Did you watch Lassie Comes Home?
No, I did see that it came out. I have not watched it yet. I don't think I've watched the first movie either. I gotta catch up with those crazy psych boys. See what they're doing, you know. Dr. Syintist, you have such high praise for it. It's got to be good, right?
Hey, how many good shows have I made you watch?
I think it's pretty good, actually.
Psych and
Haven.
That's well, I thought I was. Yeah, maybe you did make me watch that. Supernatural. I'm still in the first season, so the jury's still out on that one. But you even said like that's kind of rough, so
yeah,
I'm definitely gonna give it more time before I make a decision. But what about you there, Chump Slap? What have you been playing, watching? What's going on? You talk a little bit.
Let's see. I've been playing some Minecraft again. Still. I was mining some ancient debris so I can make some netherite armor.
Is that the best?
Oh yeah.
Attaboy.
Step up from diamond. It's brand new.
Oh
shit.
Fuck yeah.
Then do you fight those green goblin thingies? I don't know what
creepers
this game's about. There it is.
Of course you fight creepers. You can't let them just explode in your house.
Yeah.
What? Does he even play games?
I don't know anything about it.
Are you even a gamer, bro?
I guess not. Not a true one.
Yeah, but I'm going to play it after this. I'm going to build a new fishing hole.
Sounds dope.
It's It's serious.
I didn't know you could fishing.
Oh yeah, man. And then you can.
Do you fish for those crabs?
There's no
That what we're
crabs.
talking
Stop.
Are you sure?
I've seen the crabs. They exist.
But you can fish and you can get enchanted books that you can enchant your weapons with sometimes.
From the fish?
From fishing. There's like treasures you can get rarely. Whatever.
Yeah.
Save that for my Minecraft episode.
Yeah, your mini
There
soda
you go.
file.
Yeah, I'm going to start my own Minnesota. Comes out every Tuesday.
Slap culture-ish.
Dude, go ahead. Do it. I fucking dare you. Let's add more content.
We call it middle finger on the pulse. But that's all I've been playing. My PlayStation hasn't been turned on except for when my cat accidentally turned it on for 5 minutes.
What does the cat play?
He likes watching Minecraft too.
Oh, cool.
He was just watching streamers. You know, one of those.
Those goddamn kids, I tell you what.
Yeah, seriously. I watched a couple movies.
No.
Well, actually, I watched Sunny. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I started watching that again.
Never go wrong.
It's all good, you know. Only at season 2 right now, but
Did you find any episodes that were no longer available?
There are a few.
Are there? I didn't even notice.
The ones with Diaz, Martina Martinez.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because she's in blackface. And I think the Lethal Weapon ones.
Yeah, the Lethal Weapon ones.
Seriously?
They
Yeah, 'cause
pulled
the Lethal
like
Weapons were
5
so
of
good,
them,
though.
I think.
Yeah.
Ah, what's next? Whatever.
Whatever.
I mean, all the other episodes are still good, so who cares? But I watched The Men Who Stare at Goats. You guys ever see this one? It's pretty good.
Never heard of it.
It's
Seriously?
with
I'm kidding.
George Clooney, right?
Yeah, and they stare at goats
Clunes?
and try and make them pass out.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good movie. Yeah, it's just something to put on in the background. I was really light on the movies this week. I put on so many and just didn't feel it.
Isn't that like every movie you watch?
Yeah. I watched this movie from the 80s called Interstate 60.
That sounds like a good one.
Yeah.
It's this kid. There's this guy who goes around America and he just gives wishes to people.
Awesome.
And
His wishes of blowjobs.
his wish was like, I wish I knew what direction to take in my life. And then he goes on this Interstate 60 where all this weird shit happens.
Is it like I-80? Just he drives down it and boring all the way?
No. No,
This is like a
crazy
prequel
shit.
to Maximum Overdrive or something like that.
No, it's a prequel to The Hitcher.
Oh,
He picks up John Ryder at the end.
Oh, I was going to say maybe he becomes the hitcher.
Shit. Setting up the sequel.
I mean, it's an all right, feel good 80s movie that's just a little weird. So check it out. Did I talk about
Already forgot the name.
pterodactyls?
Like Terror, Terror.
You know what?
Yeah.
You very well could have.
I don't know.
I don't know if I did, but I don't know. There's this movie. It's called Pterodactyl, where
Is it giant spiders?
Crabs? Spider bosses.
crabs.
Oh.
Spider crabs. Oh, Jesus.
But there's meteors that hit Earth, and this guy heard a story about how they could have precious metals in, so he's going looking for them, and he finds one. And then all of a sudden, I don't know, alien pterodactyls or what happens.
Pterodactyls.
But they come after him, and then they're swarming the city, and shit gets fucking... It's really bad animation for the pterodactyls, but
Awesome.
I don't remember how it ends. I might have fallen asleep.
Well, how are you supposed to stay awake for 73 straight minutes and watch the whole thing, you know? It's just ridiculous.
Exactly.
Asking too much.
That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, it was okay. Check it out. I watched Wishmaster.
Oh, classic.
Nice.
I don't think I've ever seen it before, or if I did,
You aren't missing it by not seeing it.
no, I hate it's okay, but I hate how he just like makes people take wishes. Like, hey, would you like this orange? And the guy's like, yeah, I'd love that orange. Wish granted. Throws an orange through your head or something.
Oh, there goes my script. Fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind an orange. Wish granted.
Yeah. Now I have your soul. Fucking dumb. But, that wasn't nearly as dumb as the slapper of the week. Bloody Knuckles.
Ooh, yeah.
All right. Can we guess the plot? Is it like an underground fight club?
No.
Okay.
It's not about spinning quarters and flicking them at your friend's knuckles.
That was my second guess.
I'm going to guess it is about a boxer who has to do something for the mob.
Ooh, good guesses all around.
It's a mix of all three.
It's about this guy who writes like stupid, irreverent comics. And he writes one about a mob boss. Oh, mob boss. And then the mob boss
Here we go. We got some mob in it.
cuts off his hand.
The made up one? Or no, another mob boss.
No, that mob boss. Well, the made up one, it was based on this guy.
Ah.
So he gets offended, cuts off this guy's hand, and then his hand comes to life somehow. And
Like idle hands.
yeah, and starts running around, starts killing people. And
Interesting.
yeah, it's
Not
weird.
really.
Sounds amazing.
It's not bad. You give it a go if you're into anything slap culture.
Which I'm not.
Is it a recent one? 80s-ish? What are we talking here?
I assumed you had IMDb'd it already.
Shit. 07 maybe?
Wow.
I'm guessing.
From the way the art was done.
Yeah. From the awesome animations.
With a guy named Travis as an underground comic book artist?
That's the one.
Yeah, 2014.
14.
Oh. They must have went the nostalgia route with the videoing.
Yeah,
It's not rated, so you know it's good.
Yeah.
What's the runtime on that?
80.
1 hour, 25 minutes.
85.
So under 90.
So it's right in the slap pocket.
Yeah.
Right in the slap pocket. Hashtag slap pocket. But yeah, that's the slapper of the week. Bloody Knuckles. Go check it out. It's amazing.
You know it.
So how about some video game news? You guys want to hear some news?
Is it actual news or is it made up bullshit again?
I got 4 real news and then 1 piece of complete bullshit.
Nice.
Oh, don't tell us which one's the complete bullshit.
Yeah,
And we'll
mix
guess.
them all up.
No, you're gonna know. Like it's very. It's not even worth playing. You'll know very quickly.
All
First, we're gonna start with a couple games no one gives a shit about anymore. Destiny 2 expansion delayed to November 10th. Was supposed to be September 22nd. That's all I have about it. But I was curious as to how many people are still playing that game.
I don't know. It has to be almost 3rd year now, right?
Yeah, and it's difficult to get the metrics of exactly how many people because each platform has their own reporting. And Sony and Xbox don't really put anything out. It's just how many people. They base the metric on how many people got a trophy in the game in the last month.
Well, I mean, shouldn't the people who run Destiny know how many people access their servers?
Yeah, but they're probably too embarrassed to put that real number out there. But the estimate I gathered from all platforms is about 500,000 concurrent players.
Well, that's better than Anthem.
That seems way high. But
That's 500,000 worldwide.
Yeah. How many of them are just like have the season pass and just jump on to get the trophies and sign right back off?
yeah, and then you probably have like the people who got it for free during the thing, and then the pandemic hit. So
True. Could be a little inflated right now.
Yeah.
Tell you one thing, I'm not playing it again.
speaking of games that Chump Slap's never going to play again, Fallout 76 fucked up the release of its brand new Score SCORE system. Basically because it was too grindy and not possible to get to the top rank doing the daily and weekly stuff.
Oh, wow. You think they would have thought about that before they released it?
Well, I'm sure you can get to the top rank if you purchase something.
Well, that's the problem. You could if you did all the daily and weekly events or challenges or whatever they are, you still wouldn't come close to getting top rank for the existence of the score system. So now people bitched, and now they're patching it and fixing it. But another interesting thing, I looked at how many people are playing this game. I figured it'd be like 20, 30,000. No, it's 200,000 people are still playing Fallout 76. Destiny. Like a lot more.
That's not unbelievable.
Yeah, true. Interesting.
But I guess it's worth it. Putting all this time and effort into Fallout 76 for those 200K. So whatever. Other news. We got movie news. You guys like movies?
Is it about Uncharted finally starting?
Yes. Cameras are supposedly rolling on Uncharted per Tom Holland's Instagram.
Boom.
That's it for that. And then also other movie news. Apparently they have put the green light on the Just Cause movie. Reportedly, Jason Momoa is going to be the star, Rico, and then it's going to be directed by Mike Dowse, who I guess is known for The F Word and some episodes of Preacher.
He made The F Word?
Yeah.
Damn.
So
yeah,
Justin Momoa is going to be the protagonist?
That supposedly Rico is the main character in all the Just Cause games. Written by Derek Kolstad, who wrote the John Wick films. So, okay. I don't know, might be good. We'll see.
No.
I don't know Just Cause.
Yeah, I was thinking of Far Cry.
There's already a Far Cry movie, though.
Is there?
Yeah.
The one where they're in the past?
No idea.
Poppascotch, chime in.
Fuck if I know. I didn't even know.
You're the Far Cry guy.
It could be a fucking B movie that's just on Amazon, for all I know.
Oh, no. Jesus Christ, there is. It's got Till Schweiger and Emmanuel Vaguer from 2008. Ex-Special Forces soldier turned boatman is hired by a journalist to investigate a top-secret military base on a nearby island. Oh, it's a U-Bowl movie. That's why we haven't heard anything about it ever.
Oh, fair enough.
So it's not good.
It's great.
Now, so far, in the trailer, the opening 10 seconds, I see them grilling on a boat.
Is it even about the Far Cry games?
Dude.
Guess we'll never know. Because no one's ever going to watch it.
Probably not.
It's not
if
good
you've
enough
seen
for
it,
slap culture.
Message us on Instagram or Twitter at Plotty Time. All right, time to go.
All right, the other piece of blind speculation. You guys, this is very much speculation.
Uh-oh.
But a veteran Call of Duty leaker named Tom Henderson.
I don't care already.
Tom Handy.
I don't care already. He has supposedly released the price and date of the PlayStation 5 release. Allegedly, November 14th in Japan and November 20th in North America. And he says they put the price at $500, but he does not specify whether that's the disc-based or the digital version.
$500?
It's weird that they wouldn't have pre-release, like pre-order stuff already, if it's only out in 3 months from now.
Well, I did see this morning, or possibly the other day, Amazon put up a launch page for it. So Amazon's acknowledging it exists, and supposedly word around the campfire is they're getting ready to start doing pre-orders. Supposedly.
All speculation.
As soon as somebody knows, let me know. I'll pre-order.
Yeah.
At Plotty Talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, get us on the socials at Plotty Time. We'd love to hear it. But that's it. That's
Follow our
all the
TikTok.
news I got for today.
All right.
Do you guys want to talk about what could be the best game we've ever done?
Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days?
Yeah, let's just redo that episode. No, today we are going to be talking about the 2018 undisputed classic.
Instant classic.
Spoiler alert.
The Quiet Man.
Ooh.
Dayman.
It's very spooky. It was released November 1st, 2018 with little to no marketing or fanfare. Just dumped on the goddamn store one day. For PC. For PC Boys, PlayStation 4, PC, developed by Human Head Studios and published by Square Enix. It is an action adventure beat 'em up written by some gentleman named Joe Kelly.
Damn you, Joe Kelly. You knocked it out of the park with this one.
Wasn't he like a first baseman?
You're thinking of the quarterback for the Buffalo Bills.
Oh.
Jim Kelly. That's what you're thinking of.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
Common mistake.
Yeah, this happens all the time, I'm sure. But this piece of shit, I picked it this week.
Surprise.
And yeah, I know, right? This could be a purebred Scotchy. Like, not once removed or second removed. OG garbage man Scotchy. So, quick game rundown. You play as the character Dane, who is a hearing-impaired pretty boy mob enforcer, while an outsider tries to bring down your organization by sowing unrest, suspicion, and backstabbing among the members of the gang.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Yeah, I had to read the Wikipedia just to understand the story, which is never a good sign. That's never a good start.
No.
Oy, okay, Dane is probably the douchiest guy I've ever seen in the world. Can we agree on that?
Like,
Top
just
5?
looks?
Yeah, just...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's about, I think, like 21, maybe. He wears a biker leather jacket, but clearly, obviously, the type of leather jacket you wear for style reasons only. Not functional.
Yes.
I need to ride a motorcycle and want some protection so I don't fucking get road rash. And then skinny jeans, obviously, because that's what all the best mob enforcers wear.
They help with karate.
Yeah, and circulation.
Help with karate. So the game starts with Dane walking through the streets in New York City. He gets a hot dog from a hot dog vendor where the guy's like, oh, it's crazy out there tonight, eh? And then hands him a secret map on a napkin.
He never even
Fucking
asks.
stupid.
Doesn't even ask for the hot dog. Just
I know.
shows up and stares at
Expects
the
the hot dog.
dude. He's like, where's my hot dog, dude?
He's like Danny DeVito and Glenn Howerton in that episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
With the junkyard cat?
Yeah.
That's a good one. So at this point, our douche friend Dane walks to what appears to be some kind of, I'm going to guess, an apartment building, tenement / drug den.
I think, yeah. It's like some gang hangout, right?
And now we get the gimmick of the game. The game is now told in almost complete silence.
Whoa.
Yeah,
What a waste of
because
time.
Dane is deaf, so he can't hear anything. So now you just hear literally the entire rest of the game. You hear like synth sounds. Yeah, and like you could tell people are talking, but it's more of like a vibration type sound.
Mm-hmm.
So, which I think on its core might have been an interesting idea, but all the fucking scenes in the game have people talking to and communicating with one each other, with Dane in them talking and communicating with people.
Yeah. Why can't we understand what he can understand?
Yeah,
That's the only thing
I don't
that
get.
fucking pissed me off.
Yeah, and these are long. These are like 10-minute cutscenes where the whole scene is driven by dialogue and you just see people's lips moving.
Yeah.
Sometimes
literally
they're
nothing
speaking
else.
off screen. But
I wonder if you could read lips, if you could understand what they were saying.
I think there's one part where I understood what they were saying and it did not matter. So, oh, buddy, this is going to be a fun ride where we're going to speculate a lot about what happened here because there is no fucking way it was clear. Because there's no well, they did have subtitles, I found out in this game. There were subtitles.
yeah, you had to unlock it. You had to beat it once to unlock them or something like that.
Yes, if you beat the game the first time, they added a patch later where you'd have subtitles and you'd have actual dialogue and sound, which we'll get to.
Oh, sweet. I wonder if it made sense then.
Well, that's the problem. It was so convoluted, even when you heard everything, it didn't make any fucking sense. But we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it hard.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Like, you're going to need ice. That's how hard we're getting into this game.
And it's fucking hot out.
Yeah, so this is now the moment in the game all dialogue stops. Like, well, people are still talking, but we have no fucking idea what they're saying. And I know it sounds like we're using hyperbole or, no, we're not. This is how the game sounds. Imagine watching a movie, putting it on mute, and that's what this whole game is.
Yep.
Well, no, you can hear thuds.
You do hear buzz sometimes, and sometimes when you get like punched in the face, you hear a little bit of a ring.
Yeah.
But the combat's so bad. We'll get to it. So, if you did have the game before the patch, release day 1, this is the moment where the subtitles stop. When all the sound drops out, there's no more subtitles in the entire rest of the game, which means they're arguably in the game only for the times you do not need them. Because you can hear. Anyway, so Dane goes into this drug den from the map he got from the hot dog man and beats the shit out of a bunch of street toughs with pelvis kicks. Yeah, like, are you going to talk about the bandana man?
Yeah, that shirt was just like a bandana. So awesome.
Man, I didn't pay that much attention to this game.
Well, dude, there's only like 4 different enemy character models. They just kept recycling the same 4 assholes.
I fast-forwarded through the fight.
I thought they were all the same people getting fought again.
No. Well, these guys do make an appearance later in the club. But
okay.
All the other models are this game's bad. So you fight through everybody. You find a briefcase, which I guess is what you were looking for the entire time, and then you leave. We have no idea because there's no sound. We don't know.
I mean, it is stupid for him to be doing this all without, like, a mask on, right?
Oh, he's that badass.
I don't, honestly, Dr. Syintist, I don't know if it's stupid. Because I have no idea of any context of any of these people at any time. I have no idea. He could be a famous mob enforcer for all we know. He could be on cereal boxes. Who knows?
He could be in with the cops. Like,
he could. God, this game sucks. So,
all right, whatever.
You go back to Club Moonrise, which is like the base for you and your mob friends, where you meet a dude with a ponytail who I later would find out is named B Money. Great name.
Wait, who's B Money?
Is B Money the one that has the pocket square?
Yeah, pocket square.
That's what I have.
Is that what you call it? I called him ponytail, but the only other the guy that's not the leader who has dialogue. So yeah, that's who we're talking about.
Yeah, pocket square pony nub, I called him.
Pocket square pony nub.
All right. So PSPN gives you shit for having blood on your jacket, I guess, and then you give the briefcase to the boss man, Tay. You can tell he's the boss because he's dressed nicer than everybody else.
Yep.
And then we have no idea what he's saying or what happened, but he opens it up and there's a bunch of drugs in it. And I guess Tay's happy about this.
I guess it's cocaine. And then he also had a briefcase full of money. Now, did he sell that cocaine for that briefcase full of money and then just steal the cocaine back?
I don't know. That you seem like putting too much plot into this.
I was having a good time trying to figure it out.
You just made up the story.
I did. Whatever they were talking, I was just making up whatever they were saying in my own head. It was great.
This is the first time you're watching the game where you're like, something's wrong because everyone is talking to each other via dialogue. You can't hear anything, which makes sense if your character is hearing impaired, sure. But the hearing impaired character, Dane, the one you're going through the story as, you can understand everybody, either via sign language or by reading lips. You actually talk at points in the game to people. But even we don't have any fucking idea what he says. Because it's, oh God, this fucking game.
Yeah, it was so stupid.
The things that, we'll get to it. But there's definitely several scenes where Dane isn't even there. And 2 people are talking and we can't hear what they say.
Yeah, I was going to say. What's the point of that?
I think you guys are giving these guys too much credit. Giving them points to things and plot purposes.
Well, now there is one scene that I actually think is good in this. Well, I think is okay. We'll get to it. But let's move this bullshit along because we got some oof. So apparently, and this part I don't understand, but Dane goes into the dressing room where the performers in the club, I guess, get ready, and he finds a clue, like what looked kind of like a threatening note.
Yeah, I put ransom note.
Yeah, some type of ransom letter. It's like, hey, stop doing that.
Right, and there was like a voodoo doll.
And an old school wax mark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is, from what I found out later, this is the main catalyst of the story. There is a crazy stalker who is threatening the female performer at the club, whose name I'm pretty sure is Lala, which is just terrible.
It's just, okay.
I read it from like 3 different sources. I'm like, there's no way. Did they mean Layla?
Nope.
Is that what they? No, they didn't.
It's Lala.
She sings. She sings.
Wow.
And her name is
Lala. Are you
Lala.
making fun of deaf people talking there?
That's on you. Man. You put that on.
So I also have no idea throughout the entire game. I think she's with Tay.
I don't know.
I assumed they were together.
There's one scene where he brings her flowers and she says, I want to keep this strictly business. At least that's what I think she said.
Is this when you were making up stuff that they were saying to each other?
Yes. I think it might be a human trafficking situation because she's indebted to him somehow. Like he doesn't want her running off.
I don't think if you're running a human trafficking operation, you have them out in public singing at bars and restaurants.
Well, okay, fair. But then the relationship is not healthy. Let's say that.
Okay, that's much more.
We can agree to that?
Yes.
Okay, so I think Tay says, hey, Dane, go look into this.
Yes.
That's what I gathered. And if that's the case, the whole next scene doesn't make any sense.
I thought it was just like, hey, protect her.
That could also be like maybe go check on her because the next thing Dane does is he hops in the subway, gets in some more street fights in the subway.
Second time in the night.
Right. And then this is where we get our first flashback. And there's so many flashbacks. But this one is apparently young Dane getting the shit kicked out of him by his dad. And then there's some random flashbacks of what we will later find out is his mother, whose name is Lorraine. She has a name, but you'd never know playing this game, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was pretty obvious it was his mom getting killed.
Yeah.
In the first flashback. I was like, okay.
Yeah, that was fairly obvious.
But they tried to like drop subtle hints through the game and like, oh, did you see that? No, get the fuck out.
I think what they were trying to do was keep showing little pieces of the full scene of the flashback so you could kind of, unlock it as you went along.
Yeah.
But any normal human being who's seen a movie before probably got it within the first 2 flashbacks, and there were 15 more flashbacks.
Exactly. But then there's only one of his dad beating him for like no reason.
Yeah.
I guess that's how he got to be deaf.
Maybe. I didn't even put that together. Maybe.
I thought his dad was beating him because he blamed him for his mom's death.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Either could work. I also made a note here because I thought it was strange that at some point we're going to get flashbacks in movies and entertainment of adults and, traumatic childhoods and such, and the adults will be like dicking around on an iPhone. Like I hadn't thought about that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like being ignored on your dad's on the iPhone playing.
Oh, it's so dramatic.
Trying to get through that last Candy Crush stage.
Yeah, it's like this level in Doodle Jump's a bitch, kid. Go make your own fucking dinner. So you end up in East 147th Street, which is up in the Bronx, and you see a guy in a trench coat outside, and they make no mention of him, and he just kind of walks away.
Like a detective-looking dude.
Yeah, he looks very official.
And doesn't he watch you beat the fuck out of 2 guys and he like smiles like, yeah, that's good.
Does he at this point? He might. Yeah, he might.
Think so.
Yeah, sure.
But it turns out later that this is a detective who is named Robert, who's also your dad.
Ah, knew it. Told you.
So it's his dad that beats you?
Yep. That piece of shit dad.
Never got that.
I don't. You're not wrong for that.
Yeah.
Like, I only got it because I read Wikipedia. But anyway, so you end up outside of Lala's house where you find a bird with, I guess we'll just say string wrapped around it in a bound manner, I guess, which is the same imagery as was on the old-timey wax envelope closing thing at the club. So whoever did that is looking at her here. But this is, okay, so this is the part I understand. Why was Dane here?
He was creeping.
Watching her, I thought.
He's creeping.
Was he creeping? Was he told to go there by Tay? If so, and Tay was like, yo, go there and check it out, Tay shows up by a car minutes later.
Yeah, that's why I don't think Tay... Well, maybe he just said, like, go check this out. And then it just happened to be that he was checking out around her apartment.
Does it really matter at this point?
Yes.
I don't understand. Was this like a pre-scouting mission? Like, hey, go there covertly and see if you see anything before we get there. Maybe someone will run off, or I don't know. That's the only thing that made sense to me.
Maybe, yeah.
As why I was there. But anyway, Tay shows up. He and Lala have a conversation. Which this is one of those moments where Dane isn't there, at least not in the beginning of this conversation.
Exactly.
And then we still can't fucking hear anybody. Which Makes no sense to me why characters off screen are also perceived via someone who's hearing impaired.
Yeah, because it's not even first person ever in the game anyway. So.
No. So Dane shows Tay the bird, and then he gets into the limo to kind of, ride to the club with Lala.
And he picks on Pocket Square a little bit.
He loves taking that pocket square out and like, dabbing his head.
But he's just a dick.
Lala and Dane have some kind of connection in this limo. Like they have a chemistry there.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could say.
Very Oedipal.
Yeah, he rebuffs her. She tries to hold his hand. He's like, nah. He's not ready for that kind of commitment.
He's like, Mom, you look like my mom.
Ugh.
Isn't that? That's what I got out of it.
That's kind of what I got out of it too.
It's the same actress. Yes.
Is it really?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, there you go.
Well, were there only like 3 people at the whole studio?
Nobody else wanted to do it.
Yeah.
So back at the Club Moonrise, Lala goes to perform and do her thing. Now, I would argue that this is an interesting character moment because
sure,
Dane can't hear. So there's something that's bringing him, like he still wants to be there and see her perform. So I kind of you start thinking, well, what's their relationship like? What's going on here? Is she with Tay? I don't even know. And then this whole moment is ruined when a guy in a plague doctor mask shows up.
I kind of assumed he was just there to kind of watch her for Tay.
Still just doing the bodyguard thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he seemed to get lost in the moment there when she was singing.
Yeah, because then he just has flashbacks of his mom playing the piano that he couldn't hear.
Yeah. And then that's where the questions come up. Was he always deaf? Did he become deaf? A lot of good questions. This would be a good moment to raise a bunch of questions, but, this game sucks.
They never get answered anyway, so.
No, they never get answered. Instead, the Soul Gang, the SOL, which is Spanish for son, they show up and start causing a bunch of shit.
It's also an acronym for shit out of luck.
That's true.
Sons of Liberty.
Oh, yeah. Going back to the Revolution days. Spanish.
They show up. They start being tough guys at the club. And in this moment, the dude with the bird mask walks in. Dane goes after him, but the Soul Clan attacks. And then the guy in the bird mask kidnaps Lala from the club.
With a cattle prod.
With a cattle prod, yes. Don't forget that.
Oh, that's right. He has the cattle prod. So Dane chases him out the back of the club. He gets zapped accidentally by the cattle prod. Well, I guess not accidentally. He probably did try to zap him with it. And then the plague doctor tries to flee away in a van while Dane, kind of in a passed out, he gets thrown off. He just got stunned. But he has a flashback to his mother getting shot.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably the best and most believable sequence in the whole thing, Dane chases the van on foot through the streets of New York City.
Yes.
Which, even in New York, as dense as it is, you're not catching up with a van. That's silly. He did do a really sweet...
the van gets away.
Did you see the Dukes of Hazzard hood slide over that bald dude in the laundromat?
Oh, fuck, I missed that. I saw the one jump
so
over
good.
the big-ass fence. That was pretty sick.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but there's a dude standing there in a laundromat just doing his thing, and he uses his head to jump up over him. And the guy's like, what's going on?
Yeah, another reason Dane's a dick.
Dane is a piece of shit. I don't know why. Okay, so he chases the van. Where did we even get to? As he's trying to chase the van, the gang catches up with him. And they hit him in the skull with a bat, which kind of mildly annoys Dane. But it doesn't matter because this is where B Money and the rest of the Club Moonrise show up to scare off the bad guys.
Is B Money his real name?
That's
Pocket
what he's
squares.
referred to.
Yeah, I
Pocket
already
square.
forgot.
That's fine.
Yeah, okay, because I have just written that the dealer's guys show up and save the day. That's how I have it described in my notes.
Yeah, that's what happened. So, due to a plot helper by Wikipedia, Dane apparently was told by B Money, by Pocket Square, at this point to check in with Tay, but Dane just ignores it and goes to find Lala.
There's some reason I have when Plague Doctor gets away and he hallucinates a fight. Like he's fighting the Green Gang and he thinks he's fighting Plague Doctor, but the Plague Doctor just disappears in the middle of the fight, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And then that's when he gets hit in the back of the head with the bat. Anyone else see this?
Don't even remember that. I remember him actually fighting Plague Doctor.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was.
I mean, how many concussions does he get by the end of this game?
Yeah, I'm
too many.
Yeah.
Too many. So I also don't understand this point because what is his motivation that he wouldn't trust Tay? Like, they were pretty buddy, and they apparently had been friends forever.
He's just an asshole.
He's been friends since he shot his mom.
Yeah. Spoiler.
Maybe.
Whoops.
Oh, no, you guys ruined it, shucks. Anyway, so he goes into the apartment. For some reason, he decides to start his search at the... Well, I guess not for some reason. He said... Dane thought the Soul Gang was responsible for the kidnapping, so he goes to that exact same apartment tenement from earlier, and he finds a bunch of candles and like a creepy stalker photo montage of Lala.
Like that, I wasn't sure if that was a gang hangout or Plague Doctor's secret lair, maybe.
It could be, but how would he know? Where would he know where Plague Doctor is?
How does he know where to go?
He's deaf. He's got like
spider sense.
Yeah,
don't.
Okay.
So
deaf listeners out there, sorry.
Wow,
dude,
how passive aggressive,
dude. Well, now we know when we got canceled. So, after you fight a bunch of the Soul members, as well as the Plague Doctor in here at some point, the cops show up and Dane has to run away, and he runs into Cop Dad, Robert, and Cop Dad seems mad about it for some reason. We have no idea because, we don't know what they're saying.
Well, doesn't he get a text from the Plague Doctor that's like, knock, knock, right before the cops show up?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know if it's from Plague Doctor, but...
Well, it showed the little picture of the stamp above that, like his text before, so I figured.
So he has him in his phone is what you're saying.
Yeah.
But afterwards, as they're meeting up, he does talk about or discuss or show him pictures of the Plague Doctor to Robert, him and Cop Dad. So, back at his apartment, what I assume is his apartment, we have no idea of knowing, Dane blows off a call from Tay.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Again, don't know why, but he blows it off, and then he finds a present in his room that contains the dress that Lala was wearing during that performance when she was kidnapped, and it has a mark of blood in the exact same place where his mother was shot.
Doesn't he find the plague mask, too?
Yeah, there's a mask in there.
And the mask, yeah. Oh, shit, I just went right over that. But yes, he also finds the mask. And this is where I wrote in my notes, I'm like, so the Plague Doctor is real? Because I thought it was a figment of his imagination. Apparently not. Apparently it's a real person.
Definitely a real person.
Walking around a bird face mask. So then we get the logical next step of this story where Dane wakes up after beating the shit out of everyone in his club, all his bros, while wearing the mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, did any of this actually happen?
Yeah, because Pocket Square, next time you see him, he's all beat up.
So you were wearing the mask, you just attacked all these people?
I don't know if you were wearing the mask, but do you have a dream? I thought the whole thing with the mask and the dress was his dream.
That's kind of what I thought too.
Maybe, but you definitely beat the shit out of everyone in the club. I don't know. I don't know.
This is the second part where I thought, okay, Dane's just crazy.
I mean, he's been hit in the head with a baseball bat so far, so...
Yeah, and he beat these people up. It's like he didn't even remember doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's just
an asshole. Blacked out.
Yeah.
Maybe he does this like every week. Like, we had the kidnapping. Maybe we thought Dane wouldn't do his weekly ass beating, but here we are.
God damn it. Tay, call him.
So he beat the shit out of all these people he was just cool with. He gets a FaceTime, I guess we'll call it, call from Lala, who is tied up with the Plague Doctor threatening her and I guess showing like, hey, I got your girl, what are you going to do about it? And then Tay keeps trying to call. Dane keeps ignoring it. Still have no idea why, but there's definitely tension there.
Yeah, Tay gets pissed.
Yeah, I mean, he was supposed to be watching her and she was kidnapped and now he hasn't answered any calls.
Yeah, so he's putting two and two together.
So after this, again, don't know why this happens, but Dane goes to meet with another gang leader in the town named Isaac.
I thought he went here because the message he got from Lala, they gave him they dropped the pin. They're like, meet here.
Maybe. Probably. Let's go with it. Sure. Yep.
All right.
But I mean, like if you get pictures from somebody, you can see where they took the picture at.
Yeah, that could have been it too.
So Dane goes to meet up Isaac. Now Isaac is in the flashbacks. It was another person who Dane had known since they were little kids. Isaac was the one who shot his mother, Dane's mother, by accident when he and Tay were fighting over a gun. And Isaac's still like a foot taller.
Which started from the shoes.
yeah. He stole Tay's shoes first.
Yeah.
Yes. You. This is like a boss fight, I guess. You fight him. You punch him out a window onto a patio.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on a second here. First off, the fighting looked horrible in this. Collision,
it looked pretty awful.
Non-existent. And then at the end of the fight, you punch him through a window. I'm like, oh, shit.
That's what I thought.
And then he's
standing on the balcony outside.
Yeah. I was like, fuck you. I thought he was going to like fall to his death. I don't know.
Yeah, they definitely framed it as if he was flying out of like a 10th-story window. But he just fell into the patio right there. Yeah. They knocked him through a door.
Psych out, man.
And then Dane's about to kill him, but Lala shows up.
She's okay?
Again, don't know why, but she hugs him. Before that happens, she pulls him off. He ends up not killing him. Isaac's a weirdo and yelling a bunch of stuff. We have no idea. Again, no idea what he's saying.
Yeah.
So a fire and explosion happened for some reason at the street level.
Well, you knocked over like something downstairs.
Yeah, like a nitrous tank or something.
Yeah, something explosive, I assume.
Yeah.
You being Dane and Lala run past and try to get out of the place. You run past the wall. It blows up. And then this is probably the best part of the game.
Yes.
Lala's down, but not out. And then what does Dane do here? Chump Slap. Tell us.
He carries Lala out of the building.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But when he gets down to the bottom of the steps, he runs into a bandana shirt and weed jacket. And he kicks their ass without dropping Lala or nothing. Just
You know they're bad dudes if they have marijuana leaves on the back of their jacket. That's like, they're bad.
They're so pathetic at fighting, though. I mean, it was sad.
The animation was so fucking stupid where you're holding her yet still jumping up and kicking in the air.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, whatever. Just go on.
Okay, so my notes at this point just go, and then this happens. Yeah. Dane and Lala make it out of that fire area. They're on a fire escape talking and being cute with each other. Mm-hmm. Then something happened. I don't know what the catalyst was, but now Tay is beating the shit out of Dane.
I have deaf guy sucker punch.
I don't know. Tay shows up with goons.
Yeah.
And smacks the shit out of him.
Well, because, I mean, she's gone missing and you won't answer his calls, and now he finds you with it.
Yeah. It's like, turn off your fucking global positioning, jerk.
While you also just beat the shit out of all of his guys at his club.
Yeah. Yeah, this is when Pocket Square shows up and he's all beat up.
Yes.
Pocket Square punches you deservedly.
So Tay hits Lala because he's not thrilled about the whole situation. He goes to point his gun and kill Dane, but she puts herself in front of it. And I just have in my notes probably some intense, heartfelt shit happens here, but I have no idea because I don't know what anyone's saying.
Maybe, yeah.
But Goon takes Dane. He gets punched a lot by Pocket Square. Mm-hmm. As you said, deservedly. And then I have, in my notes, I don't know what the catalyst was here, but I have Cop Dad shows up and lectures you?
Yeah,
maybe?
He saves your life?
I have Cop shows up, and just after that, you're a dick. That's all I have. I don't remember exactly what happened.
Yeah, because then there's flashbacks where your dad's, and I have, don't need your dad's help.
I didn't know he was your dad at this point.
He's like, don't need your help, Dad.
There was definitely a flashback here where it goes to Dane being a child, drawing the quote-unquote plague doctor quiet man. I don't know if Dane's the quiet man or if this guy's...
I think the plague doctor is supposed to be the quiet man.
Did it have like a flashback of a therapy at this point?
Yes.
Yes.
That's why I thought he was a dick. That's right.
Because there's this scene, Dane's like, as a child in the background drawing, you have a person-to-person conversation between the dad and the counselor, and we can't hear jack shit. But it's not like told from Dane's perspective, whereas he's like in the foreground, you see them talking in the background.
Yeah,
no.
Why even show him talking? Like,
why have this part at all? Why not do like a 3-second in the background, they're talking, and then that's it?
The entire time I watched this, I just thought he was like a good cop who cared about kids, but no, it's his own kid.
yeah.
Wow, that changes how I feel about him all.
Feels bad about beating him
Yeah.
when he was younger.
Sorry I beat you and your mom's dead.
And then there's this car ride where the dad's just talking.
Yeah.
Dane's not even looking at him. So what the fuck's the
Yeah.
point of this?
Why? Why?
I had a lot of fun with this part, though.
Oh, making up the stuff?
Yeah. His dad was going deep on like weird sex shit him and his mom did.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Is that what it was? That might make sense why he kept talking and ignoring him. He's like, I gotta tell somebody about this. Anyway,
Exactly.
we involved a bear. It was crazy.
I couldn't sit for weeks. I swear I saw him say that.
Oh, Christ. Let's move it along. Let's get through this. We can do it.
All right, we're almost there.
Dane and Cop Dad arrive at Club Moonrise. Dane beats up everybody outside and in the kitchen. You confront Tay. I don't know why you were looking for him. I guess maybe to get Lala back, I guess?
Yeah, I assume
I don't
so.
know.
That has to
Maybe
be,
your
right?
dad talked you into it?
Maybe.
Maybe.
We don't know. We'll never know. So Tay seems really mad, and then he's pretty confused. And I could get from his vibe that he was doing like, dude, I treated you so well, and you came in here and fucked up the whole club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we were bros speech.
Yeah, I got that vibe for sure.
Well, yeah,
So,
I mean, you've been paying him. He's deaf. I mean,
Yeah.
he's got a good job beating the shit out of people every day.
Right?
and hot dog maps. Don't forget the hot dog maps. So you fight everybody in the club, obviously. That's the natural progression of this. And then one side is Cop Dad and Dane, and the other is Tay and all his goons. You punch people, then you boss fight Pocket Square.
Sure do.
It made me think of like that one Simpsons episode where he's like, "There's that one guy just standing there the whole time."
He's going to do something
Yeah.
crazy.
Come on, Homer. Aw.
So you beat him up.
I also have written here that you punch each other's hands.
Yeah. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that happens.
Ooh, awesome. So you beat him up. You go look for Tay with Cop Dad. In the darkness, Tay shoots Cop Dad.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get another flashback where we find that it wasn't Isaac that actually killed Lorraine, but it was Tay.
Oh my God.
Well, I
And
mean, it was kind of accidentally done by both of them.
Yeah, but that's not how you remember. This specific flashback shows Tay doing it.
Yeah.
Like you have multiple flashbacks and they're all slightly different. That's weird.
And then Tay doesn't look like he feels bad about it, and then he runs away.
Oh, this part, I definitely saw Tay say, "Why now? Why him? Why this?"
That's exactly what I got too. That's the only part. And he holds up the mask.
Yeah.
He blames you for wearing the mask and causing all this chaos and being that guy.
Well, I mean,
but
you
yet,
did wake up with the mask after beating up all his guys.
True.
sure, but we also had a scene where you were just sitting there at the
yeah.
bar and the guy walked in.
And you were definitely chasing the guy in the van when the Dapper Gang showed
Well, I
up.
mean,
The Dapper Gang. Perfect.
did the Dapper Gang ever see the guy?
Ah, this is some Fight Club shit.
Yeah,
No,
maybe.
it's not.
No, it's not.
Anyway, let's
I've read
just get
Bernstein
through it.
Bears books with better plots.
Ooh.
Tay's about to shoot Dane. Lala comes out of nowhere and knocks the gun away.
Mm-hmm.
Dane, I just have Dane passes out. Lala runs. Flashback time again, because we just didn't have a fucking flashback.
I know, there were way too many of them.
I have in my notes. We keep going back here? Question mark. Then we get the whole story. I think this is where we get the whole story.
Yeah.
Where Isaac somehow got the shoes off of Tay, taunting him about it, throws him over the line. Tay pulls Isaac, he pushes him, and he says, "What are you going to do about it?" And then, at this moment when they're fighting, Dane walks in, and he's like, "Oh, hey, guys." And he's like waving from across the parking. He's like, "Oh, hi,
Such a
my
dork.
friends. Hello."
Hey, there's my friends, Mom.
Yeah.
Let's go say hi. They're fighting with a
Totally
gun.
out of like.
Oh my god.
Even if you are deaf, I could assume from this fight, you're like, maybe this is not the time to be like, "Hey, what's up?" You know. But anyway, Isaac wrestles for the gun that Tay pulled on him, and then it goes off, killing Lorraine. Isaac picks up the gun, looking a little worried, and then acts like, "Yeah, I'm the baddest guy around. What's up? What's up? I did it. I did that shit."
Does Isaac go to jail for that?
Yes.
I thought so.
Manslaughter,
Thanks,
that's like a 5
Wikipedia.
years.
Yeah.
why else would I have known? But now we're back in Tay's room. Dane and Dad are having a very heartfelt moment about who the fuck knows because we don't know what they're saying.
Yeah.
I thought this is where he's telling me. He's like,
Dude, you
look.
got pistol whipped before this, too. Like,
Is that why you got? I just had Dane passes out. Is that where you got?
Tay definitely
knocked
hits
out?
you with the pistol.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Doesn't your dad tell you here? He's like, hey, I was the plague doctor. Here, look at this mask.
This might be where he actually tells him that.
I don't know.
Again, I don't know. This is apparently every facet of this story is up for interpretation.
Yeah, true.
So you're in the club again. You're back here. Dane puts on the mask, and I was like, was it him the whole time? What's going on? And he beats up more people.
Mm-hmm.
And then we head to the roof for the
Pace
somehow
de la
way
resistance.
overdue finale.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is good.
So he sees Tay tying up Lala. You fight Tay, and I just wrote his crane style. He was definitely doing the fucking Karate Kid crane movement.
Yeah.
Do you remember this shit?
I fast forwarded through the fights.
Yeah, it was probably for the best.
You missed a lot.
No, I haven't yet.
They were pretty sweet.
This is where I thought there was definitely a technical issue here because Layla's not even like watching the fight. She's just staring off into somewhere else.
Yeah,
And
she
she's
like doesn't
tied
care
up
that
in the
this is
background.
going on at all.
Right. Anyway, you start kicking his ass in a heads-up fight. He pulls a gun. He goes to shoot at Lala, but Dad, out of nowhere, stands in the way, blocking the bullet.
I thought Dane took the bullet.
Yeah, Dane took the bullet.
Oh, I did have Dane. Sorry.
Okay.
Dane took the bullet. So then Tay walks up to Dane on the ground, shoots him again.
Yes.
And everybody rejoices because they think Dane's dead.
Right.
I did.
Big
I
party.
did. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Ticker Tay parade.
It almost got a decent score for this.
Then I just have the flashback. Tay points at Lala, the flashback. Dane and Lala are having a moment near the stage.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Flashbacks
There were just random flashes, I think, here, but this is where the story goes to another level. Dane arises possessed with some kind of bird spirit with glowing eyes.
superpowers. Like Spawn or Neo from the Matrix.
Whatever. More bad guys show up on the roof. Dane easily dispatches them.
With his newfound
And then
powers.
I just have in my notes, like, when did this game get fucking supernatural? When were there bird powers? Like, if you...
I don't know.
And then you keep beating up. It's like a cartoony fight now. Like, you grab Tay by the neck and punch him like 75 times directly in the
While
gut.
dodging bullets and shit.
I also have here that you're beating helpless Tay, and Lala seems okay with this.
Yeah, she doesn't care. She never liked Tay to begin with.
So Tay eventually dies. You punch him to death. You kill him with your fists. Lala walks over. She takes the mask off Dane as he's crying. Still very confused how he's not dead. But Cop Dad wakes up and comes up to the roof.
Now, this part, because once you beat up Tay and all, you're back to normal. So I'm thinking this is another hallucination of the crazy mind of Tay, or Dane, where he just thought he was a superhero. Kind of like
Special?
special, yeah.
No, I don't give it that much credit.
Well, no, but it's kind of like that. Like, I imagine Tay shooting him in the shoulder, and he like thought he dodged a bullet, like, ha ha.
It makes more sense than any other theory I've got.
Exactly.
So, Cop Dad on the roof, we get another flashback to the club, and we realize it was actually Cop Dad who was in the mask who took Lala.
No,
Now it all makes sense.
not at all.
Does
No,
it?
no, it doesn't.
So now you fight him on the rooftop, and then you both bug each other up and both collapse.
Yeah, it's like one of those epic Street Fighter double KOs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So Lala walks over to both of them, seemingly with the blankest stare I've ever seen, completely unconcerned. Fade to black. Then Lala takes the stage. She starts to sing, but she doesn't.
Yeah,
Then the game's over.
yeah, but here you get subtitles at least, and there were lyrics to a shitty song, so I just skipped it.
Yeah, I skipped the entire thing.
It's completely non-diegetic. It's not even within the world of the fucking thing. So again, we subtitle the least important parts of this game. Mm-hmm. And that's it. That's the game. Well, I did read in Wikipedia that Lala faked the whole kidnapping. she was working with Cop Dad.
Which makes even less sense than what was going on.
I read that too.
Right. So that she could be free of Isaac? Because she was under Isaac's control?
I thought she was under Tay's control.
So did I, but that's what Wikipedia said.
Well, those people know.
I guess the whole point was she orchestrated this so that Dane would kill everybody.
Yes. She wanted Dane to kill Isaac and Tay so she could be free. Which brings the whole, maybe she was trafficked just because of her voice.
I thought they were trying to, when I read it, I thought they were trying to get back at them for killing Dane's mom.
Yeah, but why the fuck would Lala give
Why would they do any of that?
Because that was actually Tay's mom the whole time. She never died.
Oh, she never died. She was like a vampire, and she was stuck in that age forever.
Yeah.
Kind of like that movie that Poppascotch saw.
Yep, exactly. And then she's like, okay, we're going to get these people dead. Whatever. I don't know. I don't fucking know. The whole thing was strange and stupid and strange.
And the worst part was there was clearly a coherent story with a script. They talked to each other, but they're like, yeah, we don't need to hear any of that.
Yeah, and it was live action, so they definitely talked to each other.
I don't think there was a coherent story.
There had to be something.
I mean, something, yes.
I'd like to read the script as it was originally written.
They probably didn't even write dialogue.
Just go.
Yeah, like fucking Peanuts teachers.
Meow, 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 meow.
So, fun fact. After the game was released, a lot of people got really mad about it because they had no fucking... like us, having no idea what just happened. So they actually recorded dialogue or released a track of the dialogue recorded so you could actually hear it. And the voice acting turned out to be terrible.
That's why they cut it.
Yeah,
maybe.
We had this great game, but no, they're all bad. Let's just cut it, make him deaf.
So there's one video on the internet I watched where it had... During a piece of dialogue, you could actually hear a page turn. Like someone was reading the script in front of a fucking ADR booth, and you could hear the page going.
Okay.
Nice.
Is there any way to know he's deaf without the audio? Like, is there anything that, just from the audio being cut, is the only clue you have he's deaf, right?
Well, and the way that 2 or 3 people talk for 2 or 3 minutes with sign language. That's it.
Yeah, there are like a handful, 1 or 2.
All right, because I was thinking maybe they just did this whole thing and like, let's just cut the audio. And make
Tay
it
learned
deaf.
sign language for this fucking guy, and he went and killed him.
Well, that's it. That does it.
Thank
That's the end of
Christ.
this fucking game.
You did it again, Poppascotch.
I just keep surprising myself even.
Oh my god.
It's pretty amazing.
I can't wait to hear Syintist's take on this.
Who wants to go first, guys?
I'll just go.
Yeah, let's hear
Okay.
Syintist.
Dr. Syintist, I don't even have time for... What would you play? What'd you score? Did the story work for you? Let's get through this.
No. Would I play it? Did the story work for me? No, it was trash. I mean, there was nothing there. You couldn't hear what anybody said. There's nothing even to make fun of.
What story?
Yeah, exactly. It was just bad. I wanted to punch you in the face after I watched it.
Oh, we did also forget to mention that like half this game is full motion video.
Yeah.
Like real actors going to a real set.
Yeah, it's not even. It's just. It looked absolutely terrible.
This was like twice as long as any slapper.
I felt like I watched it for about 3 days because there's no sound, and if I put something on to try and have sound in the background, then I'm not paying attention to the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the game wasn't even worth my attention. What do we do our rating? Is it 1 to 27 or is it 0 to 27?
That's not a good sign.
Or 20? Yeah, 27.
Well, fucking this from the guy who already rated something -1.
Well, it was definitely better than Jurassic the Haunted.
Oh, that's a positive.
No, it's not.
Good job, the quiet man.
So what is it? 0 to 27 or 1 to 27? Because whatever it is, that's the score it's getting.
I mean, you've already done -1. I
So,
figure
yeah,
you could go 0.
All right, then it
I
gets
think
a
that's
0.
fair.
It was terrible. I don't even know if a story existed in anybody's mind when they were doing this.
Jeez.
Damn, son.
Harsh.
I wish I had more to say, but the game sucked and
I
didn't
wish
have
I
anything to
had-
talk about.
4 thumbs.
Yeah, I wish I had 2 more votes to give this another 2 more zeros.
Jesus Christ. Well, how about you then, Chump Slap? Would you play it? Would you score it? Did the story work for you?
Would I play it? No. It looked like the fight scenes that were actual gameplay were kick, kick, punch, like the same shit over and over again. And like I said earlier, the collision and the fucking anything looked horribly done. It's like you were punching people, but you'd punch through them.
Most of the time, yeah.
And then you'd stand on top of them and you're never hitting them. But they could hit you, I don't know. Horrible. No, I'd never.
I don't know is a lot of what gets said about this game.
Did the story work for me? Ooh. I like that it was open-ended.
That's so nice of you trying to find a positive.
I know. It's such a bad story of revenge. Like,
I don't even know if it was about revenge.
well, apparently, according to the wiki, it was.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
what
maybe it
even
wasn't.
about.
But I don't know. You're friends with this guy who accidentally killed your mom a long time ago. You end up beating him to death. Then all of a sudden, your abusive dad's like,
Your best friend?
yeah, fucking stupid. Yeah, you're right. It didn't work. It did not work for me.
Best case scenario, there was a woman who didn't like the man in her life, used your horrible childhood and backstory and exploited you to the point of getting out of her own situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
That sounds-
best case
That's
scenario.
the best case scenario.
You're right. That makes a lot
Yeah,
more
none of the
sense.
characters had any redeeming quality.
No, garbage, human.
Tay, I think, was most human one.
Yeah.
No, Pocket Square.
Yeah, he was just following orders.
Yeah.
All right, but
At
anyway.
least they had some kind of motive. Whatever. I'll get to it. Christ.
No one played, story sucked. I gave it a 3 because I like that they tried something different and it could have been neat, but we should have definitely been able to understand whatever the fuck Dane was understanding.
You think if they would have had a meeting about it and had this idea and then tried it and then played the game themselves, they'd be like, okay, it didn't work.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's why it was released 2 years ago and no one fucking ever heard of it. But I'll give it a 3 because it could have been neat and they at least tried something different. I'll give them that. And like I said, I had fun just pretending whatever they were talking about the whole time.
so what you're saying is you enjoyed a movie you made up yourself more than this.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it at 3. But anyway, the fucking reason we did this, I'll ask you. Poppascotch. What'd you play it? What'd you score? Did the story work for you?
Would I play it? There's not a fucking chance in hell. The combat looks
What if it was an easy
terrible.
plat?
How long are we talking?
Well, it's,
No, the game.
At least
The one reviewer guy said the game was about 2.5 hours to 3 hours, and he actually played 40 minutes. The rest was cutscenes.
I believe
So, no, not even with the dialogue, I wouldn't even bother. Also, I think it's a pretty big fucking oversight where you have this club and multiple gangs, and no one but Tay has a gun. This is America, baby.
I thought that too. That was fucking weird. He's beating all these people's asses, and they don't even have knives or anything. Come on.
Did all the gangs in New York just decide, like, hey, let's go back old school? You know, let's just use our fists and bats and shit.
Whoa, guns are illegal, bro. This is New York.
Oh, Christ. So, did the story work for me? Fuck no. I had no idea what was happening for most of the game.
I still don't.
And just one note here. The fact that Lala, who was built up to be the romantic interest or the only woman, I guess, in this entire story.
True.
She looks like your mother, Dane's mother. She's played by the same actress. There's way too much ambiguity there in a story where there should like.
Could she
trying
be
to
like
fuck
your
his mom?
older sister who was shot when you were?
Yeah, maybe that's why she's in with your dad.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Even that would make way more sense. Way
I mean,
more
it very
sense.
easily could have happened. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that's why
So-
they beat you and left her chained in a basement.
Something like that.
I think she was supposed to be like the analog for his mother, who he only remembers as being like the good in his world.
Shot.
Yeah, exactly.
And shot, yes. But So that's why he didn't like make any moves on her or anything, because it's like a mom relationship to him. But I have no idea. We'll never know. He might have been trying to fuck his mom. I don't know. So in order for this game to have been any way successful, you had to, because there's no sound, it had to be 100% visual storytelling. And the thing I don't get is why then does every single scene rely entirely on dialogue? I mean, I like, Chump Slap said here, I think they were trying something different, and I think it's an interesting concept where you use scenes with dialogue and the main character can't hear them or understand, and maybe that comes back to haunt them later. But usually then later on, you reveal what they're actually saying, like in like Iron Man. Remember when they released the terrorist video?
Yeah.
And they were talking in, I don't know what language, Urdu, maybe? I don't know. But they were speaking, then later it's translated, and it's like, oh, that's how you find that Obadiah was the bad guy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's a good vehicle. But you can't make the whole entire fucking movie like that and then never explain what anyone was actually saying. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. Don't do that. So what did I score it? I gave it a 1 because they made an attempt at something different.
This has got to be a low, right? 4?
And everything was trash.
I feel like a sucker.
I think you just had too much fun making up your own dialogue.
So a total of 4. I don't think we have anything else lower than that.
I thought, like, we should all get together and, like, a bad lip reading.
Like MST3K?
Yeah, just redo the whole dialogue with us making shit up.
I think I tried to do that in my head, and I couldn't make it work. This is a new low score.
I'm not surprised.
For Plotty time. It has dethroned Madden 19 Long Shot Homecoming.
Oh, good. This was worse.
No, I would have rather watched 2 more of Madden 19 than this once.
Oh, God, it was so fucking bad.
I wouldn't even skip the football scenes.
Did you Google, like, worst games ever when you picked this?
I assume you did.
Much. Yeah, it took me down some YouTube video rabbit hole, and it was like the worst games on PS4.
Nice.
And this came up from 2018. I'm like, I've never even heard of that. And I start watching the video. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be great. And then I got mad at myself for picking it like an asshole. But Jurassic the Hunted and Killzone both had 7.
Damn.
So
almost double.
Almost double. So that's it. Let's get
get it over.
Let's roll through the favorite segment of every week, which is Dr. Syintist Tom Hanks content lock of the week.
It's a lock, Tom Hanks.
So every week we ask Dr. Syintist for a 100% guaranteed piece of Tom Hanks film, and oh my God, do we need a pick me up after this bullshit? So, Dr. Syintist, what do you got for us this week?
Well, since we did the scotchiest game I could ever think of, I picked the scotchiest Hanks movie, The Man with One Red Shoe.
I don't even know what that is.
I'm not even exactly sure what it is. I just know it's bad.
It's like an 80s movie, I remember.
Yeah, it was like one of his first.
I know I've seen
I actually Googled worst Hanks movie, and this was on the bottom of it.
On the bottom, so what was the best?
Actually, the tagline doesn't sound terrible. A man picked randomly out of a crowd is made the target of a CIA surveillance and pursuit.
That sounds fun.
No, I doubt it. 1985, 92 minutes.
I'm going to... Ooh. Little long.
Yeah, it's a little long for Scotchy.
I mean, Carrie Fisher's in it, and Jim Belushi. How could it be bad?
Carrie
anyway.
Fisher and Tom Hanks? It's a Burbs, too.
Are you looking at IMDb?
Of course I am. Do you think I just fucking know this?
Do you see Jim Belushi's picture?
Jim Belushi's picture? Let's take a look at what we got here. Okay, I'm looking at it.
I don't know. It just looks really bad for me. He's got like orange skin and then just white around his eyes, and the rest of his face is orange.
Yeah, look like you got a little too much sun there. Yeah.
And he's wearing sunglasses and didn't take them off.
That was probably the best part of the whole podcast we did today. So that'll take us to our favorite segment of every week, which is Chump Slaps. Fuck, marry, kill.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Every week, Dr. Syintist and I pick 3 characters from the game we just talked about, and Chump Slap has to decide which one he's going to have sex with, which one he's going to marry, which one he's going to murder. So this week, it is Dr. Syintist. Your pick.
Jerk.
It feels like I pick 2 every week.
Only for the shitty games.
Yeah. All right. Pocket Square is definitely 1.
Fuck yeah.
And we'll go with the biggest piece of shit in the game, Lala.
Oh, that's bold.
Yeah.
I thought Dane was.
Yeah, he's second. So what do you got, Poppascotch?
Oh boy. I'm gonna go with the Soul Gang.
The whole
So we got the Soul Gang.
That was her backup singers.
Lol. And what was the other one? Oh, Pocket
Pocket
Square.
Square. I don't remember his real
Pocket
name.
Square, Lala, Soul
B
Gang.
Money.
B Money? What the fuck is that?
That's nowhere in the goddamn game.
No.
Nowhere do they say that or allude to it. Or does he have a name tag on that says, "Hey, welcome to Club Moonrise. My name is fucking B Money."
I didn't even know the other guy's name that was in the shoe battle that killed your mom.
Isaac? Neither did I until
Yeah, they didn't say
Poppascotch
it,
said it,
in
yeah.
the game either, I think.
Well, they didn't say anything in the game, so it's
Oh, snap.
Boom, shakalaka.
But anyway,
He's on fire.
let's go.
Come on, fuck something. Let's go.
Come on, fuck something.
I'm going to fuck the whole SOL gang.
Nice.
Yeah!
Nice.
Nice, right?
That's how he gets sexed in.
Yeah, that shit doesn't work.
Oh my god.
But yeah, at least I'll get in one way or the other. And
Jesus.
I guess I'll marry Lala. I mean, she was good looking. She had a voice.
You're gonna kill Pocket Square?
You put it that way. All right, no, we're marrying Pocket Square.
There
Just
we
because
go.
you can push him around all the time.
I want to beat my wife, so I'm marrying Pocket Square.
Jesus.
Well, it'd be funny.
So you're marrying Pocket Square.
Let's marry Pocket Square. I mean, he has a good sense of taste. He's got a Pocket Square and a pony up, right?
Yeah. A man bun.
How could you keep your hands off him? Christ.
I guess we'll kill Lala because, from what I understand, she just used everybody in the game to get whatever she wanted, regardless of the outcome. And we're gonna fuck that whole
Sex your way in SOL.
the whole green SOL gang, son. SOL 33 for life.
Fucking the Soul Gang, killing Lala, marrying Pocket Square. You heard it here first. Let's say someone already had a whole bunch of fan fiction about how the Soul Gang is all up in Chump Slap here. Where could they send that email to, Sir Chump Slap?
You can send that to plottytime@gmail.com. Not guarantee I'll read this one, but I will respond to it.
Let's say they wanted to get to us faster on the socials in regards to why this was actually an art house masterpiece. Where could they do that, Dr. Scientist?
At Plotty Time on Instagram and Twitter, and I do not expect anyone to say that.
And you will be blocked.
Or if you want to watch
muted.
our logo while you listen to us talk about this and other bullshit, head on over to YouTube, like and subscribe. Really helps us out, so please do that. Because clearly that request has fallen on deaf ears. So
You assume they make it to the end. We should do it at the beginning of the episode.
I don't know. Tell friends. Tell somebody. Tell your enemies.
yeah, let someone
Hey, quarantine
suffer.
has
Anyway,
weird times.
that's it for us. So get out there, play some games, don't play this, and we'll talk to you later.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.